Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good Wednesday. Yes, January 18th. We're going to look at some SPY price action, some futures, some technical analysis, BBBY, where's it going? GME, we've got NRGV up today, covered calls. There's some excitement for sure. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT, as well as our Discord server. You can jump on there. Link for those are in the description. Ryan Cohen actually tweeted today. Pretty funny tweet. I liked it. There was someone made a meme on Superstock making fun of Main Street Media for pushing articles right now all of a sudden about how Ryan Cohen has this stake in Alibaba and this huge stake, and acting like it's new, but this has been public for quite a while. But they're pushing it now all of a sudden. So it seems manipulative. But anyways, someone made a meme on Superstock and Ryan Cohen tweeted it. Ryan Cohen buys all stocks. So he just tweeted the picture of it. Pretty funny. SPY today, we had what? PPI this morning. Let's see, PPI was bad, but wages were good. I can't remember exactly the data. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. Like, if it's time for it to sell off, then they're gonna dump it, no matter if it's good or bad. Just like bank earnings were bad and we ripped up to 400. So anyways, yeah, it was somewhat bullish and market rallied a bit on it, but just kind of chopped around. I think the options on the overall market were pretty mixed for a while there, and so pretty undecided. But that 400 level, again, we were looking at that for a top, and if it broke that, could have some more upside, but today made a pretty nice looking double top for the downside. And then this big engulfing candle in the hourly, and this all kind of started, again, remember about media using some narrative to give you answers for sell-offs or rips, because people want answers, even if it's wrong ones. It's better not to have an answer than have a wrong one. So sometimes you don't want to you don't want to look for an answer, because if someone's always giving you an answer, then they're probably going to give you some wrong ones. Ask people that don't always have the answer. From my interpretation, this sell-off was started and somewhat triggered by Jerome Powell having COVID. So he tested positive for COVID. I think it was maybe his first time, not sure. He's all vaccinated up, but still got COVID, and that was like right here. But technical levels, I mean, it's a double top here at 400, and looking at the longer term from all of last year, the market has just kissed this line numerous times, and we were right at it, just above it yesterday, and today just flushed through it. Holy crap, that's going to be a big daily candle. Yeah, so a pretty gentle just grind down though, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's a little bit volatile. You can also look at the VIX levels. The VIX is at a low, and inverse is SPY more or less. It is a manipulated tool though, but that being said, it is at a low now, and it's always bounced here, and when that bounces, the market comes down. We're in SLD now also. The market typically comes down during SLD period, and as well as GME and the basket of stocks. And so yeah, that ends I think next Tuesday, but the sell-off from it I think ends on Friday. So that said, it looks bearish. We've got red MACD, red under the 9 moving average. This is an engulfing candle in the hourly. We've got that double top. We were starting to see this yesterday. I called out this RSI divergence signifying a top, and then this engulfing candle, and then we just had a little pop here. I wanted to get into a short early on, but it was kind of teetering, and so I didn't. And then I tried to open up a big one once we started to break this low. Didn't have margin for it, so I opened up some micro ES shorts right here. Still had a nice entry on it, thankfully. Not as great as here, but yeah, I think that's the only trade I did on there. I opened up 4 of them, and so that's a nice trade. I'm gonna just hold that. I think this could be at the beginning of a very, very big downtrend. So just like we've had every other time we've hit this high, it's sold off. I guess this time it just came to here, so we'll see if it comes down to make a new low. But yeah, each time it's kind of made a new low. This was kind of a temporary low. This time we might make a new low though to continue this downtrend. And so I do kind of want to hold those through. So that said, new low on the day here. SPY just broke through that support, ending up being a pretty big day. Not a huge percentage wise, but large from top to bottom. That's a big red candle. So I don't think that's going away anytime soon. Tomorrow we do have some economic data coming out, and so might get a little volatility from that at 8:30. Initial jobless claims. So I think this is the main thing that Powell's looking at more or less. He's looking at CPI for data to raise rates or pause or whatever. But then also the jobs, just the jobs market. So he's trying to kill the jobs market. So if this comes in with basically more people lost their jobs than expected, that could be bullish for the market and could cause somewhat of a rally. But that being said, the market kind of goes in its own direction. Again, this whole rally was basically, this was bad bank earnings and then it still ripped. So might have a little bounce if it's low, if the data comes out and it's bullish, but I think the trend will probably keep going down. What else do we have? Retail sales, is that? No. Initial jobless claims, building housing starts, continuing jobless claims, Fed manufacturing. So basically just that jobless claims data, and then Brainerd speaking could move a little bit. That's in the afternoon. And then Parker speaks, listing home sales. Not a whole lot on Friday to really move it, according to that. So that's SPY. BBBY today was T+2. They have until, I believe, tomorrow morning before market opens. If they do have obligations on the options, and they are going to fulfill those obligations. Possible they don't. I guess BBY is already, I think it's still on reg show. I don't quite know how that ties in with the obligations or not. But that being said, all that put aside, it's holding up very nicely. With the market being down this much today, even if the market wasn't down, this is holding up nice, but the market's down, so it's even nicer. Nice little consolidation day, down 6.5%, but yeah, holding levels. We'll see if it comes back and retests this 37.20. Volume's still pretty large, but it's been decreasing on this consolidation, which is what you want to see. Last 4 days have been decreasing on a consolidation, so expect when we start to rip up, volume to increase. This is all still looking good to me. And so yeah, my power went out today midday while streaming. Hit the notification bell, jump on our streams. But basically I had covered calls from yesterday. I couldn't close. They were down all morning. I was nervous, and then it started settling down. It got back to break even, and I put an order in to close it at break even. It got close to it, and then my power went out, and I was like, I'm not going to watch it anymore. I'm going to take off. I'm not going to hang out. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture any of this move on the covered call, but I did get out of it for break even, which I'm happy with. I might open up some tomorrow as a scalp. Just depends on what happens in the next 30 minutes, and then after hours and pre-market, we get a huge gap up or anything like that. But just TA wise, this is looking very nice. It's setting up kind of a nice bull flag, holding supports, consolidating, making a range with these highs up here. The lows are getting higher. It's just kind of tightening up, coiling up before it decides the direction. Typically in a bull flag, the direction is up, but could break out to the downside. That is, of course, a possibility. Today being SLD and it holding up this nice is very good. Unfortunately, it looks like if we don't get the move before pre-market tomorrow, this will probably be flat to a little bit down into Friday. That would be my assumption. And have to wait until next week or the week after for a run. It is unfortunate because this option chain, of course, is still insane on BBY for this week, especially. And we'll have to just give that away and hope whatever money that poured into this will pour it into later dates. Next week still definitely pretty good, but this week was wild. So not to say it can't happen, it still can happen this week. And yeah, GME kind of coming down with the market, finally selling off some. I've honestly been waiting for this because I didn't have a whole lot of long positions. I haven't bought into this low volume melt up on GME, so I thought it could explode at any moment, and it still could, but some pullback and finding supports would be good, and I think it probably will, and it would probably be bullish support to find that 1944, kind of that low that we had set for years. If it bounces off that, that'd be very good. If it comes lower, that's fine also. Oftentimes we get like a double bottom before a rally, so even down here. But I'm not sure it'll make it that far. I did get some long puts on GME, as well as some covered calls today on it. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So my micro ESs, those are up 1,200, which is nice. I've been getting hit on futures the last 4 trading days or so, and yeah, so I'm gonna ride these out. If this was one big one, it would have been 2,500. So, but that's okay. I'll hold this one, and that's I think all I did on the futures. Yeah, that's all I opened up on futures. So, and then on the options here. So here's the covered call I opened up, 2250, just a weekly. Tiny bit of premium, just 2 of them, no big deal. And then I opened up these 20 puts for next Friday on GME, long puts, because I think it probably will come down into Friday. And they're up 11%. Haven't moved a whole lot yet, but yeah, we'll see on that. And then the covered calls on BBBY, I got out of those for break even. My cash secured puts on GME, I got out of also. I think 85% I was up on it, so happy to get out of that. Realized the $400 or $500 on that account. And then on my long term, I had the cash secured puts on GME as well. And I still have them on BBBY in here also. And the GME ones, I haven't ordered to close them. I'm not sure if it closed yet. Let's see. Hasn't closed yet. I might, yeah, I might change, I might lower the price on it because it's coming down. So don't want to get stuck in it. It's 17. I should be fine, but you never know. And still have these BBBY cash secured puts. But yeah, this will be a nice little realized gain. It's up 93%, so 675 for, you know, a week and a half of time. So yeah, probably wait a couple days to open up more of those. Maybe till next week. SPY is flushing down here. GME is also. Borrow fee on GME is still elevated. And I think, oh, BBBY had a bounce there. So that's what you want to see. You want to see inversing and breaking the tether from the market. We're not getting any data for BBY, so they're still totally out of shares. That's my read on this. It's weird it's not giving historical data either. So BBBY broke the system, and you can't even see old data on it. SPY is flushing. BBBY had volume spike to the upside. It could get exciting. I don't know. See, GME is moving with it. Market is really tanking here. There, now it's pulling down BBY a little bit. We'll see. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. I'm saying it again, just in case you missed it at the beginning. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on Discord. Peace out.